Hey guys, a pleasant good morning to you guys. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. And today, the sun might be out, but it's freezing out here. So today we're going to take you on a journey with our last of our 2020s Summit hauler conversion. This one is the M2112, and this one is brand new M2112. So right now, we had the used one. Right now it's still pending. So this is the only one right now on our lot right at this moment. So this is the final one, guys. So don't be afraid to call and ask questions, and we'll go over more detail when it comes to this particular Freightliner. So we normally take a look at the engine and then go back and inside. So let's do it the opposite way. We're gonna start from the back end. And as you guys can see, as we're walking up, it is hooked up to a 2020 Cimarron 4-horse trailer. And of course, this vehicle is designed to pull trailers like this and more. So if you're looking for something that could pull very heavy loads, this M2112 is the one for you guys. So as you can see, this trailer is a gooseneck trailer. I kind of positioned the truck a little bit so we could actually see that hookup. So we are hooked up to that gooseneck trailer. A ball does come included with the truck, so you will get a gooseneck ball. As you guys can see, right now we don't have the chains hookup, but we have the two front hooks on the bed of the truck, and that's what hooks up the chains. As you can see, we are hooked up to our 7-pin for our lights and trailer brake hookup right now. Our truck does come with the Voyager camera system. As you guys can see, we have one already hooked up with the truck. It comes with one, and of course you could add an additional 3 cameras. So we do have a hookup here as well. If you want to hook one of the if you want to hook up a camera onto your trailer, we could send the feed directly in the bed of the truck, and then that feed will go directly to the Voyager system inside the cab of the truck. We got a few tie downs here, so if you are carrying horses and you don't want to put all the hay on top of your trailer or design places, you could actually put your hay in the back end of the truck and actually tie those down with those adjustable tie downs on all 4 corners of the truck. Taking a look down here, this is your license plate holder. And down here we have a bumper pull here, so if in case you guys do have a trailer that goes through bumper pull, you have your hookup here, and you also have a 7-pin hookup here as well. So this is actually good for about 20,000 pounds on the bumper. So you have tons of capability here to tow either your gooseneck or your bumper pull. Right now, this, like I said, this is designed for a gooseneck trailer, but we could actually convert that into a 5th wheel Hensley trailer saver hitch with the airbags. And that hitch could actually change into a gooseneck ball also. All we do is just replace the plate for the 5th wheel and add a gooseneck ball in there. And of course, you have dual purposes for that particular hitch. So you have the option of leaving that gooseneck ball the way it is, or you could add a Hensley saver hitch. Our parts department have that in stock, and of course our sales department will be able to hook you guys up as well. Your reverse lights here, nice LED lighting, tons of storage, and that's one of the big things with our Summit haulers, and that's what we try to make different from our competition, is the amount of storage we design into our trucks. As you can see, we have a nice little storage box in the back here. And as we go a little further in, we have connecting boxes here, which has tons of room here to actually move around. And I've seen some people in the past, they design where they could put like shelves in here, so you could actually separate your stuff. But again, it's your option, it's your choice to do whatever you want with your truck. Looking at that air hookup right down here, this is another great feature to have on our trucks, and it just makes life easier for you, not having to rush to a gas station or a tire shop to get air in your tires. You could do it directly through your truck. And all the storage compartments are lockable, so you do have a lock and key for this. And of course you could, you know, secure all your personal items in here when you parked at a truck stop, or, you know, at a gas station you're running in. You could just lock all your belongings in here, lock it up so nobody could steal it while you are away. And of course it actually could cover up so nobody could actually see there is a lock unless they go closer to it and be like, what is this? And so it's a nice little feature there to hide that lock so people don't really, you know, get that off their head. One of the great designs about the Summit haulers is the engineering behind it. And we realized that without the weight behind that truck, it gives a lot of movement in the back when you're not carrying stuff. So our bosses and our engineers came up with a plan, and after years of research and different, you know, putting all their minds together, they realized an 800-pound counterweight is what was needed in the back of the truck. So if we could just come on here and pan underneath the truck, you could actually see that big block right here. This is our 800-pound counterweight, which is pretty awesome. When you're driving, whenever I bring customers on test drives and they see and they hear about that, and we take the truck on the road, it just makes it, you know, much easier. They realize how smooth the ride is. And of course, that's just a design that Transwest came up with. So remember, Summit Hauler is a Transwest brand. So once you see a truck like that driving down the road, you know it's from Transwest. Let's take a look at the dual tires in the back. So we got 2 tires on each side. So these are the Michelin's 275, 80, 22.5s. And those are pretty big tires. And within all our tires, guys, one thing we like to mention is our auto balancers. Those are amazing. So we put it on every single rim, well, all 4 sides of the truck. And actually what that does is balances the vehicle while driving down the road. And of course that helps you with the wear and tear on your tires. So you have a longer lasting tire and a smoother ride down the road as well. As you can see, we have the Rhino lining on our trucks, and that just makes life easier for everybody in terms of having rust or scrapes, or especially backing up trailers and stuff like that. Sometimes people tend to scratch their bed, so the Rhino lining actually saves the wear and tear on the paint. So the Rhino lining on the top, a lot of stuff goes in and out of the bed, so it allows that bed to stay looking like new again. We got dual tanks when it comes to our diesel tank. It does come with a 100-gallon diesel tank, but we separate it in two 50-gallon tanks, 50 gallon on this side and 50 gallons on the other side. And of course, a good way to know how much diesel is going in that tank, or the total capacity, you could actually look on the tank, and it actually shows you right here, total capacity 50 US gallons or 189 liters. So if you're confused, if you buy a truck and somebody didn't go over that with you, you could quickly go towards the tank, and it will actually be marked on that tank. So sometimes you have a 100-gallon tank and a 50-gallon tank on the other side, or vice versa. So that's a quick way to actually tell how much diesel is in each tank. This vehicle is equipped with DEF fluid, and on the M2-112s, it is a 13-gallon DEF tank. All that will be filled up on purchase, so you don't have to worry about your first trip with this truck. You will have a 100-gallon diesel tank filled up, and of course a 13-gallon DEF tank filled up, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Since we're still outside here, we have our trickle charger right here. So if you want to plug that in to give your battery more life, or to charge up your batteries, you just pull this plug out, and of course you can charge your batteries up. And this is an engine block heater. You can plug that up during cold days like this, so winter nights and stuff like that. Plug that in, it will actually heat up your engine block for you and stuff like that. One good thing about about Transwest and the way we build our trucks too, even Freightliner on the whole, is the amount of handles we have to enter or exit the trucks. So if you could see just from the outside, you already see one here, and with this one, it is metal on the back, but there is a plastic on the inside, so you don't slide when you're coming in. So you have one handle here, another handle here, a handle here, and a handle up here. So when getting in and out of the truck, you have so many options or safe ways to go in and out of the truck. So you could actually go in perfectly and come down, you know, using all those handles. So that was a nice thing that went into the design of this truck. As you guys can see from the outside, we have a large screen for our DVD player for entertainment in the back. We have a full Kenwood system in this truck. So for watching movies and stuff, you guys have that big screen. And of course, you have that bench seat in the back. And with that bench seat, it could actually, you know, fold, you know, give you that little lazy boy feature kind of thing, but without the footrest in the front. Or if you want to lay down and sleep, you guys have the option here, of course, to lay it all the way down into a bed. And of course, that will save you guys a lot of money. Like I always say in my videos, when you stop at a truck stop or, you know, one of those places to just rest before your next trip, this is actually a good feature to have. So this back seat does turn into a bed. We got tons of charging ports in the bottom of the truck. So you got 4 USB charging ports down here, and that just makes life easier for all your passengers, so they don't have to be sharing a plug to plug in the devices for long road trips. So everybody has their own separate USB plug-in. On the driver's side, both front seats are heated and cooled seats. So you have those all vented. As you can see, it is black leather with white stitching all over. The front seats are air ride. I've had customers in the past asking me if we could put air ride seats, like bucket seats, in the back. That's something we could actually definitely do, but we have it will come at a cost to the customer. Or if in case you decide to build one that way, of course, we could try to engineer that into the build. But I've heard it's been done before. So for all the customers asking about that, it will be just 2 seats in the back, not 3. But again, there's a lot to go behind that before installing those 2 back seats. Like I said, it's air ride seats, so the comfort behind the ride is awesome. Just beneath the driver's seat here, you have the kill switch. And that's a very handy tool to have, because at the end of the day, when you're done driving and you have like cold weathers like this today, you could actually kill all the power to the vehicle, and that will actually save the battery on that. So you don't have constant stuff running in there. So you just kill that switch, all the power will be cut off, and then when you guys decide to hit the road again, you can just turn that kill switch on, warm up the vehicle, and then hit down the road. Just underneath the driver's seat also, on the far inside, you guys could see a fire extinguisher, and that is come standard with all our Freightliners. So in case of an emergency, you guys have a fire extinguisher available for you right there. Okay, in a bit we'll go inside and just kind of show you what inside looks like. We've gone over what certain buttons do and everything like that, so we won't do too much of that today. But let's take a look at the engine. And this is one of our favorite when it comes to our customers. They love to hear about that particular engine. This one is the Detroit Diesel DD13. This engine actually produces 505 horsepower. You guys want me to repeat that again? 505 horsepower and 1,750 foot-pounds of torque. The engine weighs around 2,487 pounds, and it's also partnered with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission, 4,000 TRV. And one thing I like about the Freightliners is that everything is so clearly labeled that you could actually see what you're looking at. So right now, I'm looking at this right here. It actually tells me this is the power steering fluid. And you can actually see the different levels on here as well. Even with the coolant, it's right up here, is that little red looking liquid. It actually shows you the levels as well. So everything inside is just pretty, clearly labeled and readily available. So it's just amazing how easy the mechanics who works on those vehicles makes life easier for them. All right, let's take a look on the other side. And as we come back here, you guys can see the blue liquid here, and this is the washer fluid. And actually, like I said, it's clearly labeled right here. Another good thing I like to show you guys in the front, in case somebody's working on here and the wind come, we could actually, if a wind blows, this would actually stop. So it will avoid any injuries. So with a little soft push, it will actually close it down. Coming up front, as you guys can see, we have a 3-piece bumper on this truck and on most of our Freightliners. And this is actually the best way to go, especially nowadays with having all those, accidents and, animals coming in and out of the road. A 3-piece bumper, so if in case you hit this for any reason or the other, you could actually replace just one of the 3 parts, so you don't have to replace the whole bumper. You could just actually replace any of the 3 that you hit. As you can see up here, we got air horns. We got a little visor up front as well. And guys, just look at how wide or how big that windshield is. And then the view from inside is one of the best views you could see driving, because you could actually see what's in front of you compared to a pickup. So when we go inside, I want to show you guys the view and how you could see, so far ahead of you that in case you need to stop, very quickly, you could see exactly where you are coming into that vehicle. So let's take a quick look inside, show you that view of that windshield. And as you come inside, guys, we're gonna take a quick look at the view we have. Even my cameraman right now is shaking his head. He's like, yeah, I've been in this vehicle so many times and not realizing, because sometimes we forget to point that out. And right now, just seeing the view and how we could see ahead of us, if in case an emergency, if we need to hold the brakes and stuff like that. But inside this cab is very, very roomy, very comfortable to sit in. I'm just going to start this up for a little bit here. And this truck does come with power windows, power locks, power mirrors, heated mirrors. It has 2 different horns. It got a regular horn here, and of course the air horn up here as well. As you guys can see on my dash here, we have the 6-speed automatic transmission Allison. Right now we are in neutral, and of course, let me just hold the brake here. If I put this in R, it will show you that we're in reverse. D is for drive, and of course you push that air brake down, and of course you're ready to go. Without the air brake down, the truck will not move. Okay, so just remember that. So back in neutral. We do have one thing about our Summit haulers, we have our rear AC and heat. So that's a separate unit by itself. So to turn it on, the blue is for cold air, center is to turn off, and the red is for hot air. It does come with the engine brake. It's called a J brake. It does have a high level and a low level. The low level gives you 3 cylinders and the high level gives you 6. USB ports here for charging, and I got 2 hookup down here. And the good thing about the 2 down here, one is hook up to my Apple phone right now, and of course it is good for Android as well. So right now my phone is now hooked up to that Kenwood deck, and I can see everything through my phone. So I don't need to look at a little screen. If I get a call, if I get a text, right here I can see everything going on. And actually Siri on this will actually read those messages to you, which is a cool feature to have, especially driving a big truck like that with a heavy load in the back as well. A lot of people are accustomed to the Apple Play on the regular pickups, and of course just imagine what it would be like on a big rig like this one. So just so you guys know, our systems does come with Apple Play, and as you can see right now, it is hooked up to that as well. I could actually use my navigation from my phone if I want to. There's many different applications you guys could use as well. I know a lot of people like to use Waze, a lot of people like to use Google Map, and so on. But if in case your phone doesn't have service or doesn't work, the stereo does come with navigation as well. So here you go, guys. You got plenty of choices when it comes to getting to the right place on time. So navigation is available on this system. It does come with an engine brake right here. Sorry, not an engine brake, a trailer brake system for hydraulic and electric brake. So if you guys have a trailer like I have right now, it is hooked up to that. And if in case I want to stop this trailer faster, I have that little button in the bottom here that actually gives me additional braking. But it actually brakes with your normal brake in the truck. But if you want added brake, you have that little level underneath here to actually gives you that added brake to your trailer. Tons of storage. We got a little storage box in here where you guys could, put little items, personal items and stuff like that. Cup holders. We got about 7 of them, 2, 4. We got 1 on this side here, and 2 in the back between the middle seat. This truck is the last of our brand new 2020 M2112. So guys, don't hesitate, give us a call. We'll give you answer any of your questions on this truck. There's tons of features on this truck. We kind of go over every single one in a video like this, but we actually would show you step by step. If you guys want specs and everything like that, we'll be able to actually give you that as well. So just call us at your soonest. My name is Marlon Bledman, or you could actually call and ask for Larry Vickers as well. Number here at the store is 303-684-3400, but my extension is 3412. Or my cell 661-755-4344, or you can email me at marlon.bledman@transwest.com. Of course, guys, I know the market is really hot right now when it comes to those haulers and stuff like that. Summit hauler is a different class by itself. A lot of safety features, a lot of comfort in our cabs, just a lot of different stuff when it comes to our competition. So just call us and we'll go over everything with you guys. We do offer financing and all that good stuff. So we have a great family of staff in this building and in all our Transwest buildings around the United States. So just give us a call. We'll be happy to help you guys out. And thanks, guys. Thanks for always tuning in and looking at our videos. And of course, if you guys have any questions or want to see anything in any other video that we come in our future, just comment on our slot below, and then we'll answer those questions to you. If you want us to call you back, leave a phone number or email, and we'll definitely do that as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you guys back here on Friday for another video. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.